People, what's going on? You guys already know who it is, man. The boy Bobby from Mentourme.com alongside.
This is Mike the Advisor. What's going on, y'all? Sorry about that.
Tonight's topic is a good topic. As you guys know, sorry about the lateness. Every Thursday night, we're always talking about relationship topics to better guide some women and also some men in the right direction when it comes to relationships. But this topic here is so important because we all know obesity is such a problem nowadays. And when we talk about health, right, we talk about wealth. When we talk about your partner, we're talking about the size of your partner matters. Tonight's topic is about understanding why is health so important when dating. In
a relationship. And we're gonna tackle it two ways tonight, but we're gonna start a little soft and we're gonna give it from a men's perspective towards women. Fellas, you are not excluded from this situation.
Facts. This is
Let me repeat this. You are not excluded from this situation, fellas. All that big belly crap is cool, but you need to come correct as well. But
for sure.
But we will be talking about the double standard that's out there. Unfortunately, ladies, it's not fair. Life is built that way.
Facts.
When God designed life, he put a good component of unfairness in it for a reason, right? And why we wanted to speak about this conversation is because, just last week we were in an old year. Now we're in a new calendar year, right? But that really doesn't matter for some people. To a lot of people, 75 to 90% of us or of you it's just another week.
Facts.
It's just another week. Let's just be honest. If I ask everybody here, what have you done different in the first 6 days of this year? They've done nothing.
Some people.
They're not studying anything. They're not reading anything new. They're not saying, you know what? I'm 6 days into learning this new skill. So in 60 days, I can go ahead and quadruple my income or change my career or whatever it is.
Or change my
You still got customer service skills.
Facts.
We still got organization and filing paper skills.
Very true. What changes are you guys going to make in 2022? I think one of the changes that a lot of people forget about and they don't realize is that as you get older, you can't be eating the same way you was eating when you was 15.
100%.
As you get older, fat increases to a whole different degree on your body.
You gotta understand, and that's a big point because even for me, right? Up until now, I can never keep any type of weight on my body because why? I was always in an energy deficit. My metabolism is like a Ferrari. Okay, whatever I eat falls off, doesn't stick, doesn't stay. As I got older, 30, 31, I realized, okay, my mass was being able to stick a little better. For me and my benefit, because I work out, it worked perfectly for me. But if I give it a month, 2-3 months, I could easily start getting areas in the mix session to get out of control.
Sure. I mean,
right?
The amount of good food in this world.
Yeah,
right. It's hard not to.
Yeah, plus we like to eat. We like to go to good spots, right? But here's the thing. Shout out to Established 33, one of my favorites right now. Gosh, in Brickell. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Bobby took me there for my birthday this last year. Oh my God. I mean, it was a great experience. Okay, if you ever in Brickell, definitely hit one of us up. We'll tell you where to go.
I think Brickell is just a great spot to be. Yeah,
but here's the thing. It's very important we started this way, Bobby, because why? This is the first week. Tomorrow will be day number 7.
We're already a weekend already in 2022.
Day number 7. Yeah, it's Thursday or it's Friday, but remember, it's day number 7. Count the days because they all matter. That's 7 days less than 365, right? So in the beginning of the year, what is the main thing? What is the one business that makes the most money? Besides the financial services and taxes, everybody wants to start a gym membership. Right. The first week, I can guarantee you memberships have gone up, online and in person. Everybody walks into the gym, hey, what's going on? I want to start a membership. It's like clockwork, 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness. I used to work at 24 hours. That's why I met Bobby. Mm-hmm. Buff as hell, in the front. Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's up, ladies? What's going on? Y'all want to
I
sign
was
up?
all the weights heavy at the point. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. We all was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arms was looking right, abs looking like boards. You know what I'm saying? And every year, the sales were much better for me in January because why? It's guaranteed everybody was coming in. And summer and January was always the hot times. But people don't never understand. The people who understood and wanted to get the results, they knew that summer bodies were built in the winter. So they knew that in the last quarter of last year, they already got their membership. Because why? They're fighting off all of those, what's all that? Thanksgiving, Christmas. They're fighting off all that. So they can get ready going into the new year a little bit already ahead of the game. See, they were rolling into the new year ahead of the game. And why we said, Bobby, let's talk about this, because in relationships, especially women, men will always have it, but women, you have to understand, you're not doing the picking, we are.
Facts.
You're not doing the getting on the knees and proposing, we are.
Facts.
What you do control is okay, let's do it tonight. Or okay, I'm gonna give you some. Or okay, I'm gonna give you some. You control the access to the sex.
That's true.
And we're not talking about feelings and emotions. We get that. But you have to understand whether it sounds like you don't like it or not. We are the ones controlling, saying, baby, I want you to be exclusive to me.
I think sometimes in the Black community, I would say just in the urban community, if you really think about it, they don't understand the importance of physical appearance. Like men,
100%, it's important.
For women that like to say this, oh, men are chasing these women with these fake bodies. Do you understand sometimes why they're chasing them? Because they like what they see. They like the figure. They like the shape. Some women, and you ever seen, like, sometimes you'll catch women that's beautiful women, but they're so out of shape. And I'm like, man, if that woman lost weight, she would have some potential.
Forget just lose weight. And we're going to take it a step further. Man. Let's say you're not even overweight, like you're not fat, but you could really just go to the gym, meaning you can get tone in your legs. You start doing more squats religiously, start doing more ab work. You get that body nice and firm and plumped in where it should be athletically. Oh my God. I mean, you would look much more delicious, like meaning much more appealing to a guy. In your clothes, you look better. And we're going to talk about a few points here, right? Because the first one is that it represents success. It's for women, you have to say your physical fitness is your currency. You can be cute all day. You could used to be what you used to be all day.
Yeah. People don't understand that high school bodies don't last forever.
But what
high school bodies don't last forever, man.
What gets our attention and what causes a lot of cheating and what causes all these issues is frames.
Facts.
Men visit strip clubs for frames. We're not going there to see women who are over 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight. It doesn't matter if it's fake.
Very true.
But to us, it does to a degree. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fakeness, but if it looks right, it looks right. And if you paid for it, okay, cool. Some of it looks a little too much, and it looks a little but majority of them in there ain't got the money to do that, and they don't believe in it. Unfortunately, crazy as it sounds, a lot of women really don't even believe in doing that.
Yeah, a lot. You know,
some women prefer to do it naturally, and they're just built that way. We know that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is too, man. That's why when I did that video on is plastic surgery worth it? I get it. You want to look better. Yeah. You want to feel better.
100%.
You want to take a shortcut.
Yeah.
You have the money to do it. Why not invest into your body?
Right.
But at the same time, look at the change in the type of men that's approaching you.
Right.
Look at the amount of men. Now we're talking quantity. The amount of men per day, per
and then
hour.
The
quality of men because of a figure, a frame.
Just because you look better.
So I could never understand it too, and there's no excuse nowadays. We're talking $10 gyms. We're talking online workouts. We're talking YouTube for free. Yeah. There's no excuse not to get your body in shape anymore, ladies. And I'm not picking on you. We're saying this.
No. We're picking. Let's just be clear about this.
Picking, right?
Let's just be clear about it, because here's what I mean. Listen, we're in the new year, Bob. We gotta quit the BS. At some point, oh, you're tough, or some people need that.
Yeah.
That's why you hire a trainer.
Yeah. For sure.
I can guarantee a few ladies in here are probably hiring trainers right now, signing up for the gym.
Facts.
Because of listen, we've all gone through it. None of us are perfect, but we can control what we can control. You control what you did the first 6 days of the year. You control what you do the first 7 days of the year. You control that.
Facts.
You control how many senseless conversations, how many real deal conversations, what thoughts you had to yourself, what time you started going to sleep, what time you start. You control all of that. And it's funny because the reason why I say it represents success, it's your currency. For men, when we're going out, we're picking, we're choosing, we're at the bar with our friends, we're out at this club, and we're picking what looks the best. That's first, because why? We're breeders. That's what we're designed to do. So we're going to be like, oh, well, but I'm a good person. We don't care about any of that stuff. We don't pick like you do.
Very true.
Case in point, most guys will not be with an ugly woman because of all the other stuff. Most. We're not talking about those 1 or 2 stories you guys, people are talking about.
Once in a lifetime.
We're not talking about anecdotes. We're talking about the averages, people.
Yeah.
So let's keep this all in line, because everybody's gonna put, oh, I know this one. We know what you know, but we're talking about the averages. Sure. But let's look at it this way. How many guys have been with ugly-looking girls? It's very small. The percentage is normally low. How many women have been with ugly-looking guys? The percentage is very high. Because why? Most women don't care about how great he looks. They'll sacrifice his good looking because he has all the other intangibles that they care about. Oh, he's a good person. He's this. He's that.
Man,
my last boyfriend wasn't the best looking, but he was this, he was that. Okay, that's cool and all. But when it's time to go out to that bar, or when it's time to go out and dress up and look right,
make sure you keep that same energy. Because the truth is,
man, you looking fine as hell, and your boy looking like Beetlejuice.
Men ain't doing that.
And then I walk in the room.
True, though. It's true. A lot of women will sacrifice a shape of a man, and if that's their non-negotiable, that's them. Yeah. I'm not doing.
That's not our currency. Our currency,
it.
Unfortunately, ladies,
you gotta
is
have
currency.
A nice body. I'm sorry. You gotta have a nice body.
For men, it's about money. For women, you have to be beautiful. For sure. And it's not just a face thing, ladies. You can't control how your facial feature is built, but you can control that frame.
But you know, it's so crazy, man. Like, I don't know how does a person stay out of shape, complain that they're not being picked up, knowing they could do something about it, but don't do it. You out of shape, just hit the gym. So certain men not approaching you. Sometimes it's where you're going, but also your body is not attractive. You're not attractive. That could be simply it.
You just think you're a 10.
That's just what it is. And that's the problem too. A lot of women, oh, I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
You're not.
I don't know what I'm a dude. I don't even consider myself a 10. I don't even get into all that.
Well, us as men, real. But men, we don't rank.
Keep it real.
As I said before, remember, us as men, our rankings are not just based off how we look. Us looking good is the bonus.
Yes, that's true. It's the foundation.
It's the bank account.
Facts.
Because why? We're supposed to do 2 things with a P. Provide, protect.
Facts.
Can't protect nothing without money. Can't provide nothing without money. That's our job. We bring that to the table. Okay, cool. I know a lot of guys who they don't even know the smell of a gym.
Yeah.
Got a baddie next to them in the house dealing with all the crap they're dealing with. Yeah. But here's the thing, meaning gorgeous, she's pretty, she got a nice frame. Another guy that would be treasure. You treat her like gold.
Facts.
But she deals with him because of what he could provide and what he could protect, which is the finances. For sure. But for women, for you ladies, you have to understand where you rank.
Well, for people that just tuning in, we're talking about how important health is to dating. We're not picking on out of shape women, but we're telling you the truth. The truth is, a lot of out of shape women could do better. A lot of out of shape women are complaining they can't find a good man, but at the end of the day, the issue can be fixed.
See,
and you know what the problem is.
Some people could call it picking.
The truth hurts, man.
As a former trainer, personal trainer, is your trainer picking on you? No, he's pushing you.
Facts.
He's identifying weak points and saying, no, get your butt up and do another set. We ain't done yet. Are you tired? That's cute. Let's keep going. Tired is it's not an objection. It's a complaint. It's too expensive. It's not an objection. That's a complaint. We pass over that, and then we keep getting to the goal. Because why? It's not supposed to be easy.
That's very true.
It's not supposed to be. Being fine is not supposed to be. You were born fine. You messed it up on the way. We're all born with a clean slate. We decide what we put on that slate. Right or wrong?
100%. I understand.
Burger King ain't put no gun in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you're gonna go into this world of fine or handsome or he looked good, it comes with upkeeping. I hope you guys understand. It comes with upkeeping.
It's a lifestyle.
It is how you dress, how you smell, how you present yourself, how you speak. It goes both sided. Women and men.
But today we ain't getting on the dudes. We got a whole nother. We're gonna talk about dudes again on this topic real soon.
Oh, out of shape dudes.
Why health makes sense, part 2, and we're gonna get into the men because men have to hear this as well, right? And that's just more of just as a man going after his purpose, building up here. Because some men out here, they don't really have no self-esteem. Certain things in their life ain't going how they're supposed to do. Yeah. All they have to do is just go to the gym and start building themselves, start looking like a man, and other things, it'll domino effect. But we'll get into that. But the next point I want to talk about is what Bobby was even talking about, because the reason why the health is so important, your body's so important, ladies, is one. And I want Bobby to kind of expand on this. Tell me what you think. It tells a man how you as the woman value yourself. Sure. You're wearing this Fashion Nova outfit. The outfit looks great. The design looks nice. It looks cute. But those extra layers right here and that big behind fupa you got,
it just don't make sense.
Your girls can say it's cute, but your girls ain't the ones getting on the knees.
You see, that's the problem too. I love how you say that. Like, a lot of women let their friends dictate what's cute. Oh, my girls like look cute. My girls like, but that's not who you attracted. That's not who you're dating.
Your girls ain't gonna be there when it's cold and 50 degrees
outside. I never understand that. Like, oh, my girl think my outfit is cute. Baby girl, that don't fit you.
Yeah.
That color hair doesn't work. That outfit is not for your shape. Which friend is gonna give you that real advice? Because that's the problem. You ever see the woman like, what you got on? With dudes, also dudes too. Like, what the hell? They got a whole fitted fit. Like, you don't fit that. You're so out of shape.
Yeah, you're so out of shape. But we could get away with it. Why? Because of what? He could be out of shape, bad body.
Money.
That's all that matters. He's doing his job. Now, he still needs, he's not high value. He just took care of the most important thing.
Facts.
Which I got to respect that. But, ladies, understand. You're not getting the results you want. You're not getting the type of guys that's respecting you, or something ain't going right, or he hit it and he just ain't, he ain't pursuing you like how you want. Take a look at that frame and see, is it worth pursuing like that?
You got to be realistic with yourself, ladies.
Not because, I think what you think is fine. Bobby, we're not going against what they think. What you think is fine. You're not buying you.
You know, Rachel.
You're not the consumer. Us as men are the consumer.
Rachel said a great comment, and it's true. Like, I get it. Rachel said it's hard to tell a friend that something doesn't look good on her without them seeming like a hater.
You want to address this?
All right, here's my thing. I'm a different type of friend. Like, all my homeboys know, like, from young, I've been that guy to I just keep it real. The truth hurts, man. And I think the more women can tell their friends the truth, also men, it makes the world a better place. Because here's the honest truth. If your homegirl got a dress on and that shit don't fit her, someone got to be able to tell her that what you've been wearing, it's cute outfits, but they don't work for you.
It ain't it, baby.
It ain't it. And then, especially if that friend is complaining, they ain't no good men, or all these brothers ain't it, or want to just throw them type of negative statements. When you look at yourself in the mirror, ladies, we got to keep it real. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you see your body. People, men love physical attraction. They're looking at your body. We're not looking for a woman with a six-pack. But if you look at your body like, yeah, there's no curves, there's nothing to say like, oh my God.
Like, if she wears shorts, you can see the legs. You ain't got to have the biggest booty. It's not always about those main booty and titty. No, mama. If you're healthy, meaning your body says, damn, we know you take it serious.
Tells us a lot.
You ain't gotta be. You don't have to be competing, baby. Meaning you're not going to be a bodybuilding woman, or you're trying to be a personal trainer like he said with six-pack act. We're not saying that, but with the right progress and diet, that's just a byproduct. A six-pack is the after effect.
What do you say? What do you say to Rachel when she? How would you say it to a friend? If you, how would you say
I'm going
to
to
a
address
friend?
this to Rachel. There's two different things we have to understand as well. See, with men, not all, but majority, the consensus of men, there's no BS between men.
Yeah, men is easy.
We're very black and white. There's no gray area. We're more likely to crack on our homeboy and be like, that's what you going out with, bro? Where you get your shoes from?
Like you look like you got Coach pants on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like what type of blazer he got on? Right?
That old ass blazer.
Yeah, like we're gonna call you out on it because that's our culture. That's how we're tough like that with each other in a fun way. Some men may not do that,
which is crazy to me. You let your
some men may not do that
any kind of way.
But with men, it's not that much of an issue. Now, we're not gonna talk about the anecdotes because some men they shouldn't be wearing certain things. I get it, but what I've realized with ladies is that because they're very emotional, women would have one girl say something to her, and she's gonna feel some type of way. She's gonna either gonna address it, or she's gonna wait till that one girl who told her about that outfit is not around. To another friend, like, so tell me how she was like, oh girl, that don't look good on you, as if her body was all that.
That's immaturity.
And here's the thing, ladies. That's immaturity
to me.
Here's the thing.
That's immature.
Here's where it is with women. It's messed up. It's a double standard, but here's what it is, ladies. If you're not gonna win either way, because if your body is right, if you're the fine homegirl, and you tell the homegirl who ain't really is in shape that she's wearing something that don't look right, that's gonna be an issue because why? Just because she got a nice body don't mean she can go around. That's gonna come. Second, if you're not that in shape or you in the same level as her and you still tell her that ain't really all it, it's still going to be a discussion. Oh, well, you ain't even all that either. Your body ain't. So either way you slice and dice it, it's going to be what it is. But let's be real about this. In 2022, 2022.
You know, I'm gonna piggyback on that.
6-7 days into the new year, what are you gonna do? Here's one thing here's one thing I've told. I haven't even told nobody this, but here's one thing I would love people to do. Right? Is every year just study one thing.
Where are you going with that? Let me hear.
One thing.
One new thing, or when you say one thing, like in what aspect?
It really, because here's the example. Here's what I'm studying. Right? Winning. You'll be like, what do you mean winning? Winning is not new to nobody. You know how to win. We all know about winning. But when I say study, people want to say, I read 50 books this year. I read 100 books this year. We don't care how many books you read. Because why? Results is what matter. I don't care how many gyms you go to. What does your body look like? Winning is what I said I'm going to study this year. So I got a book by Tim Grover. You know, he wrote a book called Relentless. He wrote a new book called Winning.
I know what you're talking about.
He wrote a new book called Winning. He's the coach for 17 years of Michael Jordan, best athlete of all time.
Facts.
All time. He's the coach also of Kobe, because Kobe looked at Michael as his mentor, obviously, and said, "What my knees they hurt, they ain't getting right." He's like, Carl Grover, he'll get you right. He's an asshole, but he know his shit. And the premise of this, I'm gonna wrap this up. I want to get to the point. The premise of it is that when he spoke about in winning, there's so many different topics he spoke about, but he switched the mindset for me and just in general. The reason why I said I'm gonna lock in on it, because when you lock in on one thing for the year, one, not multiple, us as humans can't multitask, unfortunately. As much as we like to say we can, our brains ain't built that way. Let's just say this year you're going to learn on being direct and being less fake, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I see where you're going now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Focus on study it, meaning not just, I'm just going to do it and do it recklessly. No, go get a book. Get one or maybe two and study those two for the year. Reread it every month.
You know.
Take a chapter and break it down.
You know, while you're talking, I just realized something. Not to cut you off. Right?
No, go ahead.
I wonder if Rachel in her situation could say it differently, right? Imagine you could say this to a woman. You're sitting down, girl, we should have some lunch. Let's have some lunch. Cool, they having lunch. It's just a one-on-one. You took her away from everybody else. And then the friend hits her with, these men ain't shit. Oh, they ain't no good men in this world, blah, blah, blah. And she says to the friend, hey, swear, I'm gonna be honest, you know I love you, girl, right? You give her the hamburger effect. You gotta soften her up. You girl, you know I love you, right? But look, I got to keep it honest with you. You ever thought about like losing weight? Because you know my personal trainer, he got some open slots.
See, that works great if she has a personal trainer.
Yeah, she has a personal trainer. So now what I'm doing, what Rachel is doing is not in a way attacking her. It makes
she's leading from the front.
Yeah, she's leading from the front. So I
softened
her by giving her a compliment. Baby girl, you know I love you, girl. You is amazing. You ever thought about going to the gym? Because I know you be busy and all, but I mean, if you got some free time, you could definitely join with my trainer and see. You see how he got me right, girl, because I'm going to be honest. The type of men that have been approaching me been a little different, but I got to be honest. My trainer is amazing.
Right.
And you pause. So now what's going to happen, she's left in the friend is left in a position of curiosity, like, hold on, damn. I ain't, like you said, change. I haven't changed anything about my life, but I want different results.
Right.
Now it's time for a change. However the change may be, I want a different change. Because a lot of women don't understand that.
Nope.
Your figure is it's 80% of the situation.
Listen.
80%. You can have a pretty face. That frame ain't doing nothing. Believe me.
Listen.
Men ain't even. Oh, okay.
The reason I said
you come off like a lame to them.
The reason I said
frame ain't right.
The reason I said, focus on one thing is because, like, when Grover spoke about it, right? There's 13 different things in this book called Winning. I suggest anybody to go listen to it, not just read it. The reason I got the audiobook because the audiobooks have become podcasts on steroids, right? Because you go listen to a podcast, it's just like listening to a book.
Correct.
Only difference is they may not go back and forth as much, but really they always do. They always break for a little bit, have a dialogue, let you know what the author was speaking about in this chapter, and he gets into it.
Facts.
But what he really spoke about spoke about winning as a person. Why winning doesn't care about your feelings.
Facts.
Why winning is only for people who's willing to sacrifice, right? And once you win this month, cool, that's fine. But winning is going to meet you again at the finish line, at the beginning of the race, because you won again. Okay, great, let's do it again. So you at the top of the mountain, you got to go right back to the bottom if you want to win again. If you want to get that feeling again. What do I mean? I said I'm going to study it for the year because why? A lot of people focus on multiple things and never lock in on one. And really all it takes is one thing and one mindset to be like, okay, damn, well, what am I going to really shift and become and embody and say, no, I'm going to get fine.
But see, I see where you're going with it, but it also comes with a woman, individual. I can't even just say a woman. An individual that have that self-drive.
Yeah, but that's
a winning mindset is going to be receptive in Rachel's situation. You're right, to anything. They're going to be receptive. Like, if somebody tells me something and I know it's to better me, it's not going to offend me because that's constructive criticism. But there's a problem with people for real.
But look at
once you give them some truth, they get offended.
Look at Jordan.
People like to hear lies for some reason.
In the first 30 minutes of the video of when they did that series with Jordan, right? The Last Dance. The first 30 minutes, the man already crying because that's how passionate he is about winning. It's everything. If I ask you what's winning to you, give me one word. What you gonna say? Describe winning to you in one word. What's one word? Put it in the comments. What's one word it means to you? In anything, it don't matter what it is. But we should talk about it in your health. Because ladies, us as men, we want to have kids, especially the ones who don't have them.
Facts.
You 200 something, you the size of a linebacker at your height. Really, real talk. A lot of women are way more than men at their height, and then they, I want to have a kid. I want to, mama, you high risk.
I'm gonna tell you the honest truth too, Mike. While we're talking about that, a lot of women hate to hear this, but this is the God honest truth. A lot of men,
what is, you know what I'm saying? It's
look at your weight and your shape as they're making a decision after they look at other variables to see should they continue having a child with you. Some men won't have a child with you because in their eyes you're already big. So the assumption is you're going to get bigger
Yeah, it's to try to push you.
So now,
I'm big bone.
yeah. So that's why some men, I want a medium woman.
Mm-hmm.
So if she gain weight, she gonna be thick. Or I want a slim woman, she gonna turn medium thick.
No.
But some men, they're already looking at, damn, she already out of shape. She one cheeseburger away from. So the mindset of that man goes into, oh, no. I'm be honest. I've done that. Like I look at a woman, I'm like, nah. I left a great woman.
I know you told me.
I left a woman that was a great woman because of her shape.
Yeah.
Because of her shape.
And not a
great woman.
It's not because of her shape.
I couldn't mentally get past it.
It was not even just that. It was because of what you knew she valued, how she valued herself, which is the second point. It tells a man how you value yourself. If she was willing to win in that area of her life, because here's the problem with winning. Winning is jealous.
Mm-hmm.
You can't win and be liked.
Yeah.
Everybody on Jordan's team, Michael Jordan's team, hated him. But what did they all get to have or participate in winning? He said, look, if you don't want to play this way, then don't play with me. If you don't want to play this way, don't play with me.
Facts.
He got 6 rings.
We got a comment. Paul puts a comment, Mike. I'm gonna let you answer this one. What type of women are you catering to on this topic?
Well, we ain't catering to no women. We're speaking to specific women who are not getting the results they want. They're single. And majority, I'm not saying all, but majority of the pool of women that are out there that could be wifed up, that could be eligible and be competing out here because they think it's not a competition. Their bodies are basic. Health is at like maybe number 8 on their priority list. They care about work, school, or work, bills, school, kids, or kids, work,
Health
school.
is not important. That's crazy.
Or church. Like health is like at the bottom of the list. And when I say it's at the bottom of the list, meaning it's not part of their weekly, daily mindset and schedule. Not saying you got to take a whole bunch of time out and get a gym membership, because if you really bought this life, take your butt outside and go do some squats and push-ups in your parking lot. Or that's what winning requires.
I'm gonna say this too, Mike. What I've learned.
So that's who we're talking to. The women who don't want to get their body right.
Is very
who look
true.
Mediocre, but expect above average men.
You know, a lot of, and when I say there's no excuse, right?
Above average. Remember, we talked about that.
I was sometimes outside my neighborhood, I see women jogging with their kids. Some women are jogging while walking or jogging while pregnant. There's no, when I was at the gym, there's times I'm at the gym, I see women working out while pregnant.
Don't even talk about that.
While pregnant, they working out.
Because why? They understand. They've done what? The research. They've studied. They said, damn, what is working? What are the benefits of working out while I'm pregnant? We are in an information age.
Facts.
Information changes. I was just talking about the other day. He was telling me about what he was watching, how the dude told him about this and that and spinach and oils and because why? He said, I'm gonna drop XYZ.
Yeah.
He see the ab game over here, shit game crazy. He like, man, forget this dude.
It's real talk. Like,
but he did his research.
Yeah, change your eating habits. That's all.
And he said, you know what? Now I gotta figure this out. He's done it before, so it's not like I haven't seen him do it. So it's like, okay, I know he's serious, but I've seen him do it before. Now it's okay. I'm gonna refocus
and get back in there
and put this priority back up there versus at the bottom level, because everybody has priorities in certain hierarchies in their life.
For sure.
Right? But this is the next point I want to make before we close, is that it's a domino effect is what it represents.
Right.
Because when you're in shape, you get better men coming at you. Most likely higher quality, because every time you go out now.
As long as you know how to vet them, ladies, better men can only be better men as long as you know how to vet those better men. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's true. That's 100%.
Make sure you know how to vet them.
And we got videos on that. If you haven't seen it, go back to the YouTube channel and talk about how to vet a man. We'll do a number 2 again for 2022. But it's a domino effect. And what are the domino effects? I'm going to give you 3 pillars. When you look good, ladies, it's one for you, for yourself. This is for you. This ain't for the man. Insecurities is gone and you get mental health.
Mm-hmm.
You feel better about yourself. You be like, you know what? Forget that. I'm going to buy that dress because, your friend going to look right in it. You know, okay, when I go to this event with my girls for brunch, I look like I'm ready to be snatched up.
Okay.
It says a lot about what you're going through. You say, you know what? Everybody got something they're going through. Everybody. Some people use their fitness and the process of putting their body through that discipline to handle that versus drinking and eating. Right? So, good relationships. That's number 2. Your relationships end up being much better. You're less stressed. Things don't get you you don't get as angry as quick with friends, family, and your man, because now he's all over you. He like, damn, you get more compliments. You feeling good about yourself. Oh, automatically your relationship is greater because you look greater. So not only is your relationship better, you less stressed, you less insecure about yourself because you know you fine as hell. So you ain't worried about going through his phone or seeing or worried about him leaving the house because he knows better now because you done got snatched.
It's very true. It's very true.
Not Dr. Miami snatched, you done got snatched. Like you put in the work and you're disciplined to the point where you ain't got time for him on certain days because that's your time to get right. And it also is a domino effect because why? Good relationships, less stress, you build discipline, and great sex. Great sex always keeps a man where he needs to be.
You know,
additional to other factors.
Yeah, it's true. Like less insecurities,
that brings peace to us.
A lot of people don't understand how important that is. Like women, when you're in shape, you get the compliments, you feeling good about yourself.
Not just from us.
And it's not, yeah, exactly.
I don't know about you, Bobby. Tell me about this. When you go out with your girl, and every man is different, that's why I'm asking him. Do you like when other people look at your woman or be like, damn, she bad, or give her a compliment?
Yeah, it's all love. It's all love. I like it. I mean, it's healthy.
I prefer that.
That lets me know I picked a good option.
That's what we're talking about when I said the first
love.
option. That goes back to what I said, currency. Men don't go buy Lamborghinis to not be noticed.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I don't know that. I don't know when men be super jealous. I like women to.
You're our Lamborghini in a physical form. Like, damn, I got me a Lambo on my arm. I know you see her. That's why men go after it. Not because she's so much better as a person. Because some girls be like, oh yeah, you get these girls who look beautiful, but they're so shallow. We care about that after the fact. That's important to us as well. But the first thing we look at is, damn, how gorgeous is she?
I see that.
Let's get some comments. I know we've been talking for a while. Let's get into some comments.
Somebody want to get added on. Paul, put your email. We'll let you jump on if you want.
Hey, Paul, if you can, put some headphones in, because last time you were very low when you was talking. I couldn't hear you. So if you got some headphones in, you can put them in. If anybody wants to get on, put some headphones.
Yeah, anybody that wants to come on the live, put your email below in the comments.
We'll bring them about maybe 2 people, if it's not besides Paul, because we got to head out.
Rachel says some people are too sensitive and insecure. Even if you're being constructive, they don't see it that way. No, it's true.
And that's fine.
That's fine. As long as you told them the truth, sometimes one day they're gonna figure it out.
That's fine.
At the end of the day, if they don't see things changing, that's their problem.
You can't live life trying to please everybody. Everybody like Michael Jordan, but everybody rocking his shoes, right? To be the best, unfortunately, some people ain't gonna like you. Or to be you, some people ain't gonna like you. So I'd rather just tell people, especially if you're gonna be my friend, a real deal friend, I'm not gonna be your yes man friend. I'm be like, oh yeah, everything's all good on this side. No. I'm loyal to you enough to be like, I'm the friend you come. A friend is supposed to snap you back into reality, not just get you deeper into a comfort zone. They're supposed to be there to keep you in line. That's what friends are for. So when you go to your friend, they're supposed to shoot down that dumbass idea you got to go do that goddamn bakery store because they know your real life and say, girl, you need to focus on this before you do that bakery store.
Paul also put this on that while I'm adding them on. You don't understand that the women who do all these things that a man is supposed to can't do those things. I asked the question because it's specific type of / group of women that fairly fit this topic. Nah, it's true.
What does he mean by that?
We're gonna probably. I think that's who's coming on right now, so we're gonna see in a minute.
What do you mean by that?
Because I want to see what you're talking about.
Because if it's even in the zip code of excuses, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, there's no excuse for getting your body in shape.
Because like he said, there's women I see it all the time. There's women that come to the gym who drop it. Guess why gyms have what? Kids center. Like we can find if we want to find an excuse, we can find it. That's not what this is about. But there's living rooms, there's space and opportunity. You know, people say, well, people down here in Florida be like, oh, you want to fight? Ain't nothing but space and opportunity, bro. It's the same thing with your fitness. Nothing but space and opportunity, right? You ain't got to go to the gym, mama. I get it. You just came from work doing 12 hours. Do some sit-ups in your room and some squats.
It's very true, man. Like,
do 100 sit-ups, do 100 squats, then go take a shower and go to bed.
See, my thing is, Paul, I sent you the link. My thing is with people, I'm gonna be honest with you, being lazy and making excuses is easy. Like, here's my thing too. Like, you guys know I'm a financial literacy expert, and a lot of people always ask me, how did you get to where you're at? How do you keep moving? I don't make excuses.
Yeah, that's
health
what you call
health is not even my world. But when I realized, okay, well, Google exists, YouTube exists.
You have friends.
So just start researching. I have friends who's into fitness.
Yeah.
So just ask them what they doing. And then just start readjusting a couple things. A lot of us, we need to understand in this world, as you're getting older, especially for a lot of you that want to be in relationships with different types of people, and I get it. You're going to either spend the money on yourself now or at 45, 50, like some of my doctor friends talking, you're going to be in that doctor's office spending all the hard work money that you made, you're giving it all to them. They say it all the time. Either you put the money in your life now and have a better health, or you're going to be at the doctors and hospitals all night long having a couple things: diabetes issues, cholesterol issues, colon issues, breathing issues.
Yeah.
Because you out of shape and you're consuming the wrong things. And I want to clarify this too.
All it takes.
Just because you're in shape, that doesn't mean you're healthy. I had to learn that.
100%.
Some of us, I met a dude, he fully lean. He got cholesterol issues.
Because he eat garbage.
He eats garbage. And he couldn't hit the line of the hereditary. That's a famous. It's hereditary. No, boss. If you know it's hereditary, like even in my family, you got to go 2 times, 3 times harder. That's it.
There's no
excuse. Like, people quickly make she got 2 kids, she don't got time. No, you got a floor. You got a floor. Go get a mat. Go watch some videos. Come on, man.
I mean, I was doing sit-ups in the house.
You have push-ups that you need.
Like, come on, man. Like,
there's no excuse. Like, women, you have the option at night to eat some 15 chicken wings, or you say, look, let me go ahead and get me a grilled chicken breast with some salad.
That's it.
With a balsamic vinaigrette dressing and keep it moving.
You're gonna get some what's it called? Some Popeyes
with the buttery ass biscuits.
Because here's the 2 different things, right? You got your mindset and you have emotion.
You know what
right? Emotion says I'm gonna stay in the bed. Mindset says I'm gonna get up and go do this.
It's real shit, man. This is real alley. Hold on, Paul. We got a guest in the building, Mike. We got Paul back on stage, baby. Paul, what's popping? What's going on? Tell us how you feel.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's for me. Remember, I need to get speakers. So when he
yeah.
So it's my fault. No, you're good. You're good.
You're good on that.
You're good.
No, first of all, I totally agree with y'all, because the first thing that men do see is the physical, right? Like Mike was saying earlier, right? That's the first thing we see. If you don't look good, then we really not approaching for the most part. The reason I asked the question I asked you though is because
and repeat the question so people who just chimed in can see. What was the question that you asked?
The question was along the lines of, you do understand that the women that do all of the things that a man is supposed to do. For the examples that you were given, they go out, they're providing, they have kids, with 2, 3 kids if they got some, single mothers, you know what I'm saying? If depending on, as a single guy, especially if you're not in a relationship.
You cut up. You cut up. Say it again. You said as a single guy.
As a single guy. Say it again.
Let me take the headphones out. That's probably what it is. Give me a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's clear now. Go
ahead. As a single man, it's easier to stay in shape than when you have other responsibilities, as far as like your lady and your children, when you have to be providing as much as you're supposed to. So along the lines of speaking to women who have kids that are single, who have responsibilities in this day and age that a man should be helping out with, it's going to be harder for them to do that. Now, it doesn't mean that they shouldn't prioritize making it like a habit, like maybe 2-3 times a week, so on and so forth. But the ideal situation, if we want to be realistic, is if you got a woman who's like, okay, you know what, I don't have a man and I'm not waiting for a man to provide for me and stuff, so I gotta go do XYZ in the meantime, because they still have to survive while trying to be physically attractive, right?
Correct. But
You want to get okay,
no,
let me get a little beat. We got all right. We
you ready? Because you already know where I'm going. But
I'm gonna start first.
I respect that. Though.
What you say is true to a certain degree. I love how you said it, because you said it's harder. We're gonna take that harder word. It's not impossible, it's harder. But we also gotta understand, if a woman has kids, she has to feed her kids.
Right.
What is the most important part about getting in shape? Consumption, what you eat.
Right.
So if she changes what she eat, that's already 80% of the battle. Already. 80% of the battle is already won.
Yeah.
The gym is not even a necessity. You already have a home, like we said, mat, floor. You change your eating, promise already, because you're already losing the weight. Once you lose the weight, you're losing the body fat. The face is already to start to shrink up. The honey bunch is starting to go away. Now you already just in shape already. You didn't even hit weights yet, because you cut what you're eating. You cut the bad fats, the LDLs. You all about the HDLs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got the calorie intake component in place.
Right.
The biggest component I've learned before he gets in is this: you have to change your eating. People, it's straightforward. You gotta change your eating.
Definitely gotta change eating.
You gotta change your eating. And if you got kids, all this is going from white rice to brown rice. Maybe tonight, no rice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me. So as a Mike, you said you've been a personal trainer before, right?
Yeah, I was at 24.
Okay. All right, cool. Before, like I used to do that too, but like I said, I don't want to disagree with you guys, because you're speaking facts, right? I'm just
even if you do, it's cool.
This is no, because to be honest, you gotta be real, and you being real.
But Paul, do this for me.
I just like being real on a
Yeah,
mute it here.
One second, Paul. Mute it on the phone, and let's hear from the laptop.
You know what? Maybe mute it here.
That's what I'm saying. Mute it on the phone and play it on the laptop.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, Paul.
All right.
Hold on.
Just press mute on the mic. Just press the mic. Right there.
I can't move it from here. Oh, here we go. All right, go ahead, Paul. You good?
Right. I was saying I like the fact that you guys are being real. I just like to cover everything in the spectrum of the topic, and by that I'm saying this, right?
Yeah, it's feedback. So turn that. All right, but here's the thing, Paul.
A woman can hit you with, okay, yeah, you say eat healthier, but then she'll go ahead and hit you with eating healthier is also more expensive. I'm doing that by myself too.
I got you, Paul.
Which is true.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
But let me say this, Paul. What I really want to know is, and I'm gonna give you my take on what you said earlier, but I want you to get precise, get straight to it. What exactly are you really trying to say? Give it so the women know, because I know women probably might understand what you're saying, but what exactly is your reasoning right now? Like, what are you saying, that realistically it's hard for women to get in shape because of life, or are you saying that it sounds good, but in real life it can't happen? Like, what exactly are you saying?
What I'm saying is, realistically, it's harder to do. So understand that it's not as simple as I'm gonna just go to the gym and change my eating habits. Especially depending on what that particular woman's situation is. That's why I said, what type of woman are you talking about?
Okay, now I see what. That's why he has that question.
No, I get that.
Based on scenario, if they married kids.
If you go based on like the topic we spoke about last time, like, do I think that nowadays women are lazy? If you're talking about lazy women who just don't do nothing, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a completely different situation. If you're
Right.
talking about women now who are in positions that women are not supposed to be in, that they have added stress now, and some of them might be depressed, et cetera, that have different outside circumstances that add to possible weight gain or so, that's a different circumstance. So that's what I'm saying. It's easier said than done. That's what I'm saying.
No, I got you, and I'm with you.
Makes sense.
And I definitely understand. And you know, Paul, you my dog. I definitely respect the opinion.
He fit too. He'll fit one boy. He fit one.
So, but Paul, here's what I want you to be careful of right here, right? Especially we're going into the new year. The reason why, and I hear what you're saying, but the reason why I can't agree with it is because of this simple thing right here. That's giving every woman that's watching, as well as women who will watch this, a reasoning or a way out to the reality. Regardless if they're going through it, they got to go and they're single moms. And we're not even going to get to the reasons why they're single. Why they put themselves in that position, right? Because you should not be. Now we're not talking about, you know, if the husband died. Keyword husband,
right?
Because nowadays, unfortunately, majority of women would rather be a mother before a wife for whatever reason. They end up having the kids before the marriage. I get all that. Things happen, they make a mistake, but every woman, for some reason, makes the same mistake. But my point, and it's not a shot.
It's definitely
but we have to throw the rock. You broke the glass.
Listen. I'm not here.
You broke the windshield. It's all about every woman. And it's not every woman. You want to say that every.
What majority?
Listen,
all the fine ones, majority of the fine ones got kids, right?
Not is there a high
majority of the fine ones that we know? Bob, we used to talk about this all the time. The ones that you know that you want to. She bad as she got a jit.
That's true.
Not saying that, you know, it was intended or every situation. I get it, but you have to understand. End of the day, we are all on this live functional adults.
Can I ask you a question?
Let me finish though.
Go ahead.
We all are adults. And even though times may be harder for this person and that person, the facts are the facts. With all that being true, that does not change that me or you, Paul, and you're single, we're all single, let's just say we go out. We don't have a vision that's going to look at this girl and be like, oh, but you know what? You know, she got a kid. We don't know nothing about this girl. We just see her in the street, but she's not in shape. That doesn't change that fact. So when I first see her, I don't know her story. Once I get to know her, then I'll know her story. But the question is, will I even give the chance to get to know her? No. So with that being said, is it the employer's fault? Oh, I don't have a high school diploma and I don't got none of the skills, but you should hire me because times are hard.
I see where you're going.
That's it. Okay.
I was still piggyback on Paul.
No, but here's the thing. Because why?
I see
us as Americans love doing this. As people, I used to love doing it. Finding a reason and a way out. But certain things that we can control. We can't all get Lambos. But we all can control what we do as adults. True. Meaning we all have the choice to say, yeah, eating healthier may seem more expensive, but really I may not buy, you know, farm raised eggs, but I'll still buy eggs. But instead of eating the egg, I'll take the yolk out myself because I cannot buy that carton of all white. Instead of eating the best lettuce from Whole Foods, I'll get the iceberg. But at least it's lettuce.
You add lettuce in the diet.
You get what I'm saying? Not saying that it has to be the best premium. You don't start there. You start with just getting the basics. You get it could be the lowest quality of the healthiest stuff because Walmart sells all of it for $1 and Aldi's. But before, Bobby, we start getting to the excuses and giving the girls excuses. My point is this, because men cannot make excuses come into the table.
What's popping?
You can't go out with a girl and have an excuse to why she got to come pick you up to go on a date. Boss, don't be dating. Why you can't pay for the meal? Oh, because I had to let my boy borrow. They don't want to hear that with us. With men, there is no excuses. You either have it or you don't, and it's fine if you don't. Just don't put yourself in a position to think you're going to go there or apply for the role or do something and just be handed to you. Life is hard.
You know, I'm gonna say this too, Mike.
So if we're going to use the life is hard, scenario, I get it. It's 100% fact. She got to go hustle. She got to pay bills, and she got kids.
Let me hear what Paul say. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, Mike. I'm gonna say this. I agree with you on the area of, you know, women are not gonna get a chance for men to approach them if they don't look a certain way, right? That's facts. Like, I'm not gonna cut that whatsoever. Here's what you just said that proves my point that I'm trying to get you to understand, because I'm not
I understand. I just don't accept it.
Hold on. Here I'm telling you what you said that proves my point. And if you could say it, that means you've already accepted it from the angle that you're coming from. I'm just going to tell you what you said from a different angle now, right?
Okay, go ahead.
You just said that as men, women are not trying to hear excuses about what it is we're supposed to do.
Correct.
For them, right? Which is provide, etc., etc. What I'm saying to you now is that if I'm gonna assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm gonna assume that the category of women we're talking about are gonna be 30 and over, right?
Say it again. The category what?
The age range of women that we're talking about is gonna be 30 and up.
Okay.
It could be any age. It could be. I'm not saying specific age. It could be any age.
Okay. Well, for if you want to look at it from the perspective of, I'm just going off of 30 and up. Let's just say that you have women that are younger that are in the 30 and up situation, but I'm just gonna go based off of 30 and up, right? Based off of maturity, what it is that they're expecting out of life from a man, the type of men that we're expecting them to be talking to. That's the category of woman I'm talking about right now, right?
Uh-huh.
That woman there has to do, whether she's, for the most, but if she's single, because obviously we're talking about men approaching single women. If she's single at the age of 30 and she's doing everything that a man is supposed to do.
Okay.
In this day and age, you said if a chick is bad, for the most part, they have a child, at least one. Because generally, according to what you said, every woman has made that mistake, right? So a single mom that has to do everything that a man is supposed to do. That is, and you got to remember, women aren't built to do what men do. So while you as a man could do something and it doesn't stress you out, it's going to affect the woman differently. While you're not going to be tired, a woman will be physically, emotionally, and mentally tired. These are topics that if you want to talk about it realistically, you gotta approach the woman.
I see where you're going. Okay, is it true that what he's trying to say is this? Okay,
I hear it. I understand
from where she's
at. I just don't accept it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay,
because we're talking about the inevitable. That's we can't change that.
So
that's not something we can change.
What he's saying, I get it both sides. Okay, so what he's saying is,
it's not impossible. It's harder, is what he's saying. It's not saying it's impossible.
Well, and that's the whole thing. He never said that it's impossible. He did say it's hard.
Because we know women who's doing it.
Definitely.
Let me get a drink.
Okay. My thing is, and Paul, I get it too. It's that I feel the excuses in life has to stop, right?
Right.
Because we got to really think about this, right? And I, like, Paul, I'm with you 100%. I get it 100% what you're saying. You're right. It is harder for a woman, mentally, emotionally, to keep themselves in great shape, especially when you have liabilities. Because when you're married, when you have kids, your time is not your time anymore. Your time is leveraged among the whole family based on the amount of individuals you have in your home.
Right. That it should be easier if you're married, though. I'm not giving women excuses if they're married, because if
for
they're
sure,
married,
for sure,
yeah, because you should be with a man who's doing what he's supposed
to do. But is it
to
safe to
that
say?
time, you know what I'm saying?
is it safe to say, Paul, which I love I love what you're saying, and I understand Mike too, both sides. Is it safe to say that no matter what their situation is, except if they're financially struggling, and even if they're financially struggling,
you can't use
you
that.
can't even use that as an excuse.
So keep going.
You can't use that because you got to eat no matter what.
So keep going.
All we're doing is changing the choices of what you eat. So even if they try to use the excuse of eating healthier could be more expensive to a certain degree. There's Aldi's now, like you said. That's true.
Right. To a certain degree. That's right.
There's Walmart. Okay. There's
but remember, his point is not really just financial. His point is what he's saying is the woman is doing all things a man should be doing. Granted, this woman is in a position she's not supposed to be in the first place.
How can you say she wasn't supposed to be in it?
Meaning, what woman is going to say, "Oh, I'm just going to have a baby, but I don't want the guy."
Right.
No woman wants that. The situation just didn't work out for whatever reason. We're not going to talk and get into the minutes about that.
You know what I'm saying?
But my point is, she has kids.
Yeah.
She has kids, and she has to go out and provide. She has to go protect. She has to do all these things. And additional, from what he's saying, she has to also get in shape, which is not that easy. Of course, it's not that
which
easy.
is true. Yeah.
Which makes it much more of a reason why you should do it. Because why? If you don't, what's your option? Get fat?
Or stay single with your kids.
And that's fine. You could do that.
If you choose that,
right.
But the answer to, if you feel like you want to be single with your kids,
that's fine.
Keep your body the way it is.
And that's fine. This is not for them. Paul, this is not for them. The woman you're talking about, this is not for them.
Yeah,
if those are the reasons why this is not for them, because why? We all know on this line and people watching, people who have all those situations, and somehow they go and still pursue a bachelor's degree and get it. They still pursue a master's degree and get it. With all that stuff going on, kids and work and all this other stuff, and providing, single. They're in school. Oh, they got a PhD. And they post it online. Oh, thank God. And being a single mother, I've seen them hundreds and hundreds. We all seen them.
I got a student right now.
I agree.
Not to cut Paul off. I got a student right now, a mentee. She just finished nursing as a single parent, in shape with 5 kids.
Ooh.
5.
Not the normal.
5 kids in shape and finished the nursing program.
She got a whole hand of kids, boy. She got
with 5 kids.
She got a
so
whole
not only
hand.
does she have to do the day-to-day, she has to also set time to study and take tests.
When I seen that happen, Mike, that changed my whole perspective on any woman that want to give an excuse.
Because why?
The minute I'm like, I gotta throw that back at her.
Paul, we seen it. We seen people who got disabilities to go to the Olympics, right? We see all these things every day, especially with social media, right? So of course I hear you. That's a given, but that's not something we can change. Her having a child and her having she gotta provide.
We're gonna take 2 more comments. Paul, Paul makes a great point. Paul, you stay right there.
Stay right there. We're gonna take some more comments. I think we passed a few, but I don't know if we're gonna get to the rest of the older ones.
Natalie said,
because we don't want to miss what they said.
The shots, Mike is shooting fire. Mike is shooting fire.
Shots fired.
Natalie says the men also contribute to knocking these same women up without marrying her. Right?
We ain't doing that deflecting crap tonight.
We're not talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get on the men, of course, but take it's accountability, ladies.
Natalie says it's a mindset thing. Once you train your mind to let go of the bad foods, stick to it, and it'll become a habit to eating healthier.
You ain't gotta go cold turkey 100%. You can have it once a week, twice a week, whatever, but just don't make it every day. What's
pretty much the last one is almost the same thing. It's all in the mindset. Once someone trains their mind to start rejecting bad foods to eating healthier, it become a habit in their life. It's true. And Natalie, I want to say this, and Paul, and then Mike, I want to say this to all y'all. The whole point we're making to women is that you complain, you can't find a man. You complain, there's not enough good men. But sometimes we as people got to look at ourselves first. Ourselves first in our scenario. At the end of the day, if you don't change your shape, women, if you don't get in shape or lose some weight
and take it serious
oh my God,
Right, right, right.
If you're single and you want to see better options or more options, change your eating, get in the gym if you can.
But here's the reason why we said this, because women have this thing that they believe there's no competition out here.
Oh my God.
There's women. Do you know that there's women who believe that because they think they're pretty and they look good, even though they're fine, they could be gorgeous, drop dead head to toe, with a child, by themselves, single. They still believe they deserve the best that's out there as men. And from a man's point of view, Paul, if you're a millionaire, you're gonna see two different women. We're just not gonna pick the one that doesn't benefit us, because at the end of the day, we're the buyer.
Facts.
We see cars that are beautiful, gorgeous online, just as an example. But then when you look and see, damn, why is shit so cheap? Salvage title. Damn, that's why. It looked gorgeous. The same car on the lot. The shit is quadruple the price. That's the real price for it. Because why? It has not gone through the same damage. One, case in point. Two, me with my resources coming in, not only taking you, but also what you're bringing to the table. So I got to be ready to sign up as a stepfather. I don't know if I want to do that. Most men don't. The men who do, I definitely applaud them, because some men don't care for that. And those are the men, they don't all got to be high value. There's some regular guys out here who will take you and your child and take care of y'all faithfully. But some women have this expectation that's so high, and they don't have any kids, and then their body's just not where it need to be, because they feel there's no competition. We're in Miami.
We didn't talk about this, right?
Look, what that right there is sense of that, the sense of entitlement that you're talking about, Mike. Yeah, that got to go out the window.
For sure.
And that's the reason why I say you gotta get your healthy place.
Yeah, that got to go out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Because even us as men, we're not entitled. We both know, Paul.
Exactly.
You know, they online. Any man click discover on IG, it's the devil. You're gonna see nothing but beautiful women. But in our mind as men, even though we know if we're in the same room, some of us may be able to get a chance because we know we're handsome, whatever. But in real life, on the field, we ain't got no chance. Because I'm going up against LeBron. I'm going up against basketball players.
I'm gonna say this too as a final point before we really get out, right? I believe also social media plays a role to women staying in the shape that's not getting them anywhere. When women post a photo,
yeah, it's inflated likes.
They could be out of shape like there's no tomorrow. People are gonna put like, and start commenting. Oh my God, you look so perfect. Oh my God, you are so blessed.
Yeah, we're in a world of people scared to hurt feelings.
That's the problem right there.
Everybody's feelings has to be considered.
The lies don't stop. And there's gonna be that one dude that's gonna come in and be like, oh, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Trying to be subjective.
Trying to be a simp.
He's trying to be a simp. He's trying to be subjective.
Yeah, you say he's trying to be a simp.
You know what I'm saying? No, at the end of the day, is it not true there's a lot of women who are bad body, post a photo on social media, a whole bunch of likes, a whole bunch of, oh my God, you're the queen, you're beautiful, you look amazing.
And you look at the guy, and his junk ain't got no photos. It's either a private account, or he got like 620s holding it up with his grill like
right.
This is the problem. I think honesty is such. I'm gonna close out with saying this, and everybody gonna close out and yourself saying, what do you feel women can do better? One thing I think it's important that women, tell your friends to be honest with you. Tell them that. I want you to be as honest as possible with me. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I prefer you be honest with me. What do you feel is wrong? Because women don't realize that your friends is not who's dating you. And your friends don't know how you date, because when a woman go on a date, that friend is not there.
Right.
Only that man they're dating and
they know that girl. You know her as your friend. You don't know her
exactly.
as
I say that to women. You know your friends as your friends, not as a dating partner.
Right.
It's two different types of people.
Facts.
So I think it's very important for women to just, my personal opinion, Women, tell your friends if you're going out to brunch, you're going out to dinner. Ladies, I want y'all to be honest with me. I've been single for a long time.
What's wrong
with me? And I want you to be as honest as possible. I'm not gonna get my feelings will not be hurt. That's my opinion.
Here's the problem, and what I think women need to do, like what he talked about, the entitlement thing. The reason why women won't do that is because of the accountability. And we all know that women do not like being held accountable, which is why sometimes, even though we'll talk about them, the microscope will be on women. It'll shift to what about men? Or what about? Because they don't want to hold the burden. That's fine. That's cool. I get it. But unfortunately, if you don't look in the mirror, the results won't change.
Right.
So my question becomes, if you are even 30, because that's not young. Legally, 21 ain't young. You might be young compared to a 30-year-old, but you're an adult.
I keep tripping.
Legally, you know what I'm saying? That's what the world said. That's what you is. So you can make dumb decisions at 21. Use it as an excuse. I get it. We've all done it. But now you have to make you're making adult decisions. Don't make adult decisions and use the young situation.
So what would be one advice you could give them? Would that be that advice? Accountability. Paul, what is one advice before we close out that you think women could use in this space that we're talking about today when it comes to health is important to dating? He said accountability. I said honesty, having friends speak on an honest level with you when it comes to you and your habits. They've been with you all year. What's one thing that you?
So then mine would then be discipline.
Discipline. Oh, I like it.
Yeah,
like,
that's what you need to make it happen.
That's very important.
It have to be all. It have to be all three. Cause
it has to be.
If anything, Bobby's reasoning would actually be the most important because they be telling each other what they want to hear rather than what it actually is.
I see dudes doing even. I try to put. Long time ago, when I was younger, people used to get mad at me when I speak the truth. And I'm gonna give you a good example of speaking the truth, how far it gets you. I just went to a restaurant recently, posted them on my story how disgusting their food was.
I seen that.
Check this out. You know what company I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I at the company, so I'm not gonna give you my constructive criticism, not at you. I at the company.
Mm-hmm.
Company calls me back, says we're gonna refund your food. We would like to have a conversation with you on a webinar so you could actually give us some better advice about the food because we seen the image. We're highly disappointed. Gave me a $200 credit to come back. We're going to have the regional manager meet you there in 2 weeks because the way you described your experience on a truthful level, we've never had someone speak like that before. We would like to meet you.
100%.
Let's meet.
And this is what. Why do you think people like Cardi B? Why do you think people like Dave Chappelle? Why do you think Charlemagne is where he is? The truth shall set you free.
That's why we call the podcast The Truth Hurts, man.
This is why it's called the painful
truth.
I'm not here to be like, I'm not picking on you. No, I'm picking on you.
Fact.
Or I'm calling you out. Or Paul, we used to be in insurance when they get in the room. It's time to call people out. You late, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You come in the room, it's 5, bro. We started at 6. What you doing here? Because why? People don't like to be people in general don't like to be accountable.
Right.
Even to your own goals. It's 4 o'clock. I don't care what time you was out hanging out with your friends. 4 o'clock. You say you're gonna wake up at 4 o'clock. You only got 2 hours of sleep. That's your business.
Right.
That's what winning requires.
Facts.
It's true, man. I love what we all spoke about.
What's this last topic or comment right
here? I was about to comment
on that real quick because see, and that's the problem. And y'all tell me what y'all think about this too. But based on what I'm reading in this comment, it's like if you're gonna have attitude problems now because y'all feeling yourselves because y'all in shape, then that's something that y'all need to check. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? Imagine nearly all the women in the world gets fit and nice, but now you're getting a batch of bougie, nasty attitudes of a woman. Now we all be feeling ourselves even more, and it'd be harder for men. It's like, okay, so just because, and that goes back to what Mike was saying as far as like this entitlement, because you bad, now you feel entitled. But okay, so what if a man was supposed to be like, okay, I got everything going for me too. So now I have the entitled attitude. Y'all will never click. Nobody's gonna meet nobody. So if what's necessarily required becomes okay, it gives me the right to be entitled. You got to check yourself there too. That's like ego.
Okay,
You know
what was the comment? Let me see. What's the comment? Read it for me.
What she's essentially talking about is true, Paul.
Read it.
Paul, this is a great comment. She says, imagine nearly all the women in the world gets fit and nice. But now you're getting a batch of bougie, nasty attitudes of women. Now we all feeling ourselves even more. Now it then becomes harder for men.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it true that you need to stay humble in life?
Well, of course.
That's
and
what
this is
I
not.
was just saying. Yeah.
Remember, let's just keep it honest. Just because you look good and you keep your body in shape does not make you better than anybody.
Facts.
End of the day, if a gun and a bullet hits my brain and your brain, we both gonna die the same. When we wake up, it might take you a few jumps. It might not take me a jump, but we put our pants on the same way. So it's not that you're better than me. You just may be more advanced in a certain journey in life than me, financially, physically, mentally. But it doesn't mean that you're better, because why? We can't measure better on that. So when somebody's bougie, that's a personal internal thing. Because not all women by nature are bougie. They just feel better about themselves. Because some women, they couldn't be bougie if they tried.
And it's true. You know, it's so crazy. I'm gonna say this too. I've met some beautiful women.
And you would think they're just so basic.
And they're so cool, like down to earth. When I say beautiful, on a 1 to 10 or 30, you can't even put them on a scale. Frame, face, attitude, back,
array of sunshine.
and they humble. And that's what's crazy.
Right.
Some of the raggediest,
to the point you just said, to the 30, they actually are so fine, they're insecure.
That's what's crazy.
You got to,
I'm not all that. Just stop. Like, what?
That's why I don't like talking to raggedy women. I'm gonna tell you why. Imagine approaching a raggedy woman that's out of shape and get rejected. You know how embarrassing you look? I don't even get into that. And she's gonna think she's somebody.
Yeah, it's always on.
You think you out of shape, you got a bad attitude, and you're not gonna be receptive to constructive criticism. That's a waste of time. But what
did she say though? Oh, you should read. So okay.
Natalie, that's a great comment. Shouts out to everybody else on this live, man. It was amazing.
Paul,
next Thursday, Paul, you gotta come through next week Thursday. I love Paul. Paul coming through with some heat. He's coming through with some. He's coming through.
I respect that.
Shouts out to Paul in the building. You can always be here. Natalie, everybody else on this live, everybody that's watching this live. Yeah. This live was very important. We're talking about how important is health when it comes to dating. We have Paul as a guest. We got Mike alongside.
Mike the advisor. Hey guys, if you ever want to get on, remember, just put your comment, put yourself in the comment, your email in the comment. Bobby will send you the link to your email. You click on it. You can get right on. You can interact with us, because we love the comments, but we love to get y'all interaction.
I forgot to tell you, we got a special guest next week.
Oh, I'm ready.
We got a bad one on the show next week.
I'm ready.
We about to bring somebody that got that. This is a woman who doesn't have a problem when it comes to men approaching her. She will be on the line next week.
Nice.
And she is very opinionated.
I can't wait to break it down. Because women like to confuse approaching.
I finally got it. Free. Let's do it.
They love to confuse approaching and likes with, like I saw a girl the other day say, I could just make a phone call and I can get in a relationship like it ain't nothing. I choose to be single. That's cool. But men, we measure what?
The ring. You ain't married. Nobody.
You in a relationship. You got a boyfriend. Legally, you're single.
Yeah.
Because when you go and file in the next few weeks, what you gonna put? Single.
That's
or head of household, because you a baby mama. So all that, you got guys coming at you. That's great. That's
sounds
fine.
Good.
That sounds
good.
Of the men that's coming at you, how much locked you down? Not saying they wanted to or they proposed and you denied it. Meaning they proposed, you accepted, and the date is XYZ. That's how we measure success. My name is Mike the advisor. We appreciate y'all coming through, Paul.
Bobby Mentourme me. Paul in the building. Shouts out to Paul in the building. Right. Next week Thursday, we have another great discussion, people. You guys can't wait for the top. Make sure you wait for the topic every Thursday night, and every Tuesday night we have financial topics. I know a lot of people want to know what's going on with the stock market. I will be talking about it. What's going on with crypto? The market is down almost 80% when we talk about stock. I will be talking about that this Tuesday, answering any question that you guys know on the stock trade, all that good stuff. So I'll be answering pretty much all your questions. 9 p.m. This Tuesday, you will buy from Mentourme.com. You guys enjoy your night.
All righty, guys. Appreciate you coming through. So who coming on?